Hey guys, and welcome back to the Tuesday stream. We are back playing a little bit of Kerbal Space Program as we have been for a very, very long time now. Indeed, it has taken over my channel in a big way. Maybe that's going to be something we look to as my schedule has completely been eaten up by my university and thus only have a couple of hours every week to do stuff. I might need to be able to rearrange a few things on my channel for that. Beautiful sunset right now. It is amazing. We should hopefully have not very much kicking on the Kerbal alarm clock. I'm going to take a moment, just have a look around, see what we have going. It's been an entire week since I last had a look in here, and thus I do not know what we are doing. We might very well go around and see if we can't clean up some of this debris that is kicking about. We are starting to get quite a large amount of stuff there. As you can see, we've got at least 70 or 80 parts. At some point, it is definitely going to... Oh, I thought this was a red line for my communication network. I was like, what is that? But no, it is an orbit they want us to send. I assume a satellite too. I don't know for definite. We have got debris out and around. Look at all these guys. Just look at the Mohik booster. How is Mohik doing? Let's go and have a look. Let's zoom in on Moho. We've got ourselves some more Moho debris over here. But more importantly, I want to have a look at this guy and see how he's doing. Do we have full maps? Do we have everything that we needed? I sure do hope so. There was also some contracts that we needed to do. Maybe we'll have a look at our contract window up here. As you can see, we needed to send some stuff to Dres. We're not there right now, and over here we needed to start exploring Eve. Eve, unfortunately, is some time away, but more importantly, what is this guy doing? Look at him here. He's looking great. We are drifting up towards the North Pole, and over here, if we can get down to our... There we go. This is what I wanted to see. Look at these. We've got a low altitude, low resolution altimetry data. Hey, miss, how you doing? About 70, 80%. 99% of our high. 100, 76. Okay, so obviously something's wrong with our visual low and, our altimetry low and visual high. But you know what? This is close enough for me not really to worry about it so much. Let's get back to the... That's not where my map is located. Okay, let's get back to the map and let's go out to Dres. Dres is the guy that we literally just sent a mission to. Somewhere in around this little guy. Look at that. We've got ourselves a craft who is doing himself some orbits. Ooh, all right, that's kind of an intro there. I still don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what we're going to be doing today. Look at Dres, though. Look at Dres. That's great. I wanted to come back down here and have a look and see. That's KOS, not really looking at... back when I thought I'd have some time for making some programs. Okay, it's saying... Wait a minute. We've been looking at Kerbal. That's right. Oh, man. Moho is the one we were just at. 100. So it turns out that was nothing, actually. No problems there. Juna is not what we're looking for. Where's Dres? There's Dres. Top of the list. Top of the list. Wow, that's bad. That is bad. So I'm presuming that these gaps are where the nighttime has happened, or maybe we've come in to a low. Let's have a look, see what our altimetry data is saying. Got apoapsis of 135 and a periaps of 101. Hey, Greg, how are you doing? I'm doing all right, buddy. I am run ragged with the university course that I'm doing at the moment. But other than that, yeah, I'm doing well, doing wonderful. Cyber Toku, awesome. That's great. That's great. Okay, I need to get some caffeine in my face because I've been in my physics lab for the past 3 and a bit hours. Let me just... I've been bouncing light rays off of mirrors and through lenses, and the lenses were terrible, so I spent at least half my time just trying to make sure they focused in the right place, all just to do some really weird calculations that were done in like 3 lines or something. Okay, well, anyway, none of this matters. Let's go. So, here we go. Biome scan. Why does it say we don't have this? I disagree. Scan radar altimetry sensor. Radar antenna. Ooh, what about this one? Radar altimeter. Ooh, it's not looking good. Cutaway on. What have we got in here? Do you do the thing that I wanted you to do? Oh man, are we actually missing a part here? Is this a problem? Parts with multi-scale. This one's good, but this one's not. We might need to fly a dude out here. That's very bad. But we could set up this orbit here. Did we not write the name? Titus 1. Is this not called Titus 1? I thought we changed its name. That's the solar panel. You know what? Let's just have a look. Aim camera, and then we can zoom in on that, and then just back there. There we go. Probodyne. That's cool. Is this still called Dresic? Is that the problem? If we rename this, yeah, it is called to Titus 1. Is that what it wants? No, Titus capital I. Just make sure that I've got that right. Is that right? I think that's right. Bam. Okay, I don't think it's going to allow me to do this because we've logged in and out, and then it's like, nah. So what we're going to do instead is come in, we're going to create an alarm, we're going to set a planetary transfer, we're going from Kerbal to Dres. No, not Joule. Menus, how do they work? Drop down things, that's good. Cybertoggle, put the thing in my face, I have done, but you know what? I think I might do so again. Look, we got another window to Dres before we get our next window to Eve. We might even take that up, but we need science. I think that's the main thing right now. And I was watching some of Landstrider's. Unfortunately, Landstrider streams for so long that I can't follow the whole time. But I was watching Landstrider's stream, and I was noticing one of the things that he did was to mount. Let's go and have a look. I miss the old days of Twitchi. I've been watching for 5 minutes and nothing's exploded. We haven't done anything. We're just trying to get ideas of what's going on. So over here we want one of these, and he built himself a whole craft around this. I thought that was a great idea. Maybe one we can also take advantage of. Do I have any Mark III part? Look at that. It's almost like they were made for each other. I don't know whether they were or not. That's cool. We also are going to put some like remote control on the top of it, but not like that. Maybe with this one? No, not like that either. Maybe we want to have docking on top. Let's go with that instead. The coupling. I'm not sure exactly what we're doing at the moment. If anybody has any grand plans, do let me know. But right now, I just need sight. Should we actually wait? Now that I've just declared that I have no idea what I'm doing, I mean, you all knew anyway, right? Let's go and have a look at some contracts. There's going to be some contracts where we can make some money, maybe get ourselves ahead of the game. These are the ones that we've already got going, all right? And these are the ones that are available to us. I don't want to do any of these ones. Literally all we've done recently is these R&D scanning of... Jovian altimetry, but whatever. That's not what I want to do. Land on Juno, land on Moho, land on Dres, land on Eve. Oh my, there is a whole bunch of stuff. We can orbit Ike, though. We can actually probably make that happen. Plant a flag. These are all good. Orbit of Kerbal. I mean, it would be nice to get ourselves a dude. Do a simple scan with a rover arm of a Baobab tree. I know how to do that. No idea of the destination. I'm just here to enjoy the ride. You know what, Greg? That is my attitude to life. I am about it. Finish construction of a rover on the surface. After you make this contract, you can view the rover in the tracking station, evaluate the missing parts, and make a plan. Make the target waypoint. This is cool, but we're not going to do it today. No. We'll come back to that. What I actually want to go on. Ooh, Space Camp. Grand Tour of Joule. These are all good, but there is an investor tour. I want to get started on this. This is a thing that I think we can get going with. This will be, maybe, I'm not sure, but maybe the final set of contracts that we do in this particular playthrough before we move on to something else. I don't know. Always open to new ideas. But we've got a big opportunity to increase our cash flow. Some investors are looking to build a facility in space and would like to tour the KSC. Unfortunately, due to Linus's clerical error, we have two competing investors waiting for a tour right now. We can't let the investors see each other, and there's only time to get one investor on the tour. So we'll have to pick which facility we want to build. Grab a space rover out of the spaceplane hangar and choose the investor for the tour. So as you can see, we've got either the casino or the hotel. I hear the casino is the great one to go for. All right, Atok, it was good to see you, man. It was good to see you. I understand what it is to go, like, to have stuff to go and do. I totally understand. I think the hotel is like the easy one and the casino is the hard one. Does it actually tell? No, the casino is significantly more difficult. Great. We're going to do that. So we need to get ourselves a little rover on the go. We're going to take... where's his name? It doesn't say what his name is. Hilbus Kerman. Might have been a she. Who knows? Jalbud Kerman. Okay, we're going to do... Okay, hopefully that's better. Okay, that should be a thing. I'm never sure why or what or how. You know, there are things going, but that's just the way of things. Okay, all right. Hopefully that's now all the internet dealt with. Let's turn this back off. There we go. Well, I've got green lights again. That's good. I like green lights. Green lights tell us that things are going well. All right. If that happens again, I'll just try again. Hopefully it's all good for people. Right, now, we will need to make ourselves a rover. We got the cupola up front. I don't think we're going to put the cupola up front, but we will be putting the cupola on this craft. We're going to start with the Mark 1 cockpit here. It's not the... Yeah, it is actually the Mark 1 cockpit. And I would like to actually splay this out wide enough that we could put the cupola kind of on top like this. That would be better. Yeah, I think that would be better. That way around, that would be great. Yeah, sorry about that, Greg. I literally have no idea why it's happening. I've been able to stream on this connection for like months, and then suddenly out of nowhere, it was just like, nah, we're gonna suddenly mess you up. Can that go? Oh, this is horrific. Let's use it. That way around. Yeah. I like this. I mean, it is horrific. I do have to point that out. This is not the nice way of doing it. If you guys want to make a craft that looks the business, this is probably not the one to go for. In fact, instead of that, let's put ourselves some jet fuel on the back. What could go wrong with making a horrific looking craft like this and then covering it in jet fuel? What would be the fallout from this? We need to get some sort of aerodynamics on the front, but those aerodynamics are literally just there for intake. Oh yeah. And then we're going to throw some Weasleys on the back. We need to upgrade our jet capabilities. These engines, they're not the best. They're alright, but they're not the best. We could do better. Nice. Thanks, 13th Raven. You know what? I had no idea what we're doing, but now that I know what we're doing, right? Let's turn that off. Let's edit. We're gonna go for building or starting the space casino. All right, brilliant. We'll figure out how we can make. No, I've lost the thing that I needed. We'll figure out how to make ourselves actual like gambling stuff. I mean, I don't know how that would work. Do you reckon we can build ourselves a roulette table? Because if you ask me, the space casino, the hardest part, no, the heart of any casino is the roulette table. Obviously blackjack as well. I mean, I think everybody's a solid blackjack player. Whew, words. How do words? I've been speaking a lot today. I should know better than to try to stream after I've been speaking. All right, this going into that. I think we might have it. Is this everything we need? I mean, obviously we could do with things like some small landing gear up front here, and then maybe have a couple back here like this. All right, this looks like somewhat like a rover, right? This kind of look, little viewing windows. It kind of looks like something that would interest an investor. Yeah, we should definitely have some solar panels on the back here. Let's go for the big ones. Let's make them look all like proper and stuff. Okay, that's good. I don't like the fact that they're clipping like that. Let's just put one down like. Okay, cool. I'm about it. Are you guys about it? I think we're all about it. Let's put some batteries back here as well. Everybody needs at least 2 batteries. Okay, this is the tourism. I don't know. What do we call it? Anyone got any decent names? I was just about to call it the tourism shuttle, but we've already got one of those. Let's call it the Investor's Pride. Let's go with that. Investor's Pride. Yes. Save it. Is there anything else we need? We're probably going to need ladders. Do I have the ability to put mobility enhancers on here? I do indeed. I'm just noticing this here. Light strip Mark 1. What? Sorry, what? When did these get included? We're going to put some light strips on here because they very much need to be on the event. Look at this. Red, green, blue. I don't know. We're going to go for. Let's come into here. Let's go all the way over there. Let's pull this one to about here. That colour. Okay, great. I love that. I love that a lot. And then we're going to grab this and put these down the front here. They are nice. Where are they from? Are they actually part of... They must be part of Kerbal. They're brand new, right? Cargo part... Yeah, it doesn't say who they are written, but Rakia Inc.? I don't know. Hey, and hello, Number 3's girlfriend. I've heard a lot about... Well, I say I've heard a lot about you. I've heard that you exist a few times. How are you doing? Okay, something like that. Let's go with this. Investor's Pride. I like it. I hope you like it as well. The person that we need to pick up is indeed from yon outside. Valentina will be driving. That's the best look for her, if you ask me. Do we want to send a different pilot? I don't know. Still buffers. Anyone else having connection issues? No, it's strong here. Strong here. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that. Maybe try reload your end. Maybe try reload your end. I'm keeping an eye on it. We've got 0 drop frames since we began, so unfortunately, it's not my side. It's not my side. She's doing great. She said that. All right, awesome. I'm glad she's doing great. I'm glad that you confirmed that she said that rather than you made it up. Look, there's different lighting situations. Is it right click? I can't remember which one it is that shows you all the different lighting situations. Ah, here we go. These ones down here. Okay, it's just the 2. I think this is it. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. No buffer. Okay, cool. We did have a little bit of issues literally like 3 minutes into the stream. It was great. It was horrific. Let's be honest. It was totally horrific. I panicked. I was like, "Oh no, must be your phone connection." Yeah, maybe something's going on with the phone network at the moment. Okay, which one are we going for? It's Hilbas, right? That's the person we need. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. All right, investor, get Hilbas on board. Do the casino thing. All right, we could do that. I'm not sure how we're stopping. Let's turn that off. And does the brakes work? The brakes work. All right, that's fine. We'll just go for it. We probably could have done with a little bit more SAS on this, particularly between these two. That would have stopped us spinning out and having a terrible time due to our narrow wheelbase. The narrow wheelbase is going to be an issue. What I should have done is put some of these up on the side, so if we flipped over, we could have flipped back, and that would have been fun, right? Somehow. Right, I want to turn the steering off from the back. Steering, turn off. All right, cool. Now we should be at... Does this one also have steering off? There aren't symmetry, but yeah, okay, cool. Brake! Something like that. More brakes. Let's use the B button to brake. Why are we not braking? Let's get rid of this. It's a bit much. Seriously? Seriously. Let's turn these guys' brakes all the way up. There we go. And you on 50% sounds great. Look at that front wheel turn. That's what it's about. Okay, so if you're wondering about how to make yourselves a rover that actually controls like a car as opposed to controls like a forklift, you need to be able to turn the steering on the front. See, steering enabled, but turn the brakes down. And then on the back, you turn the steering off and you turn the brakes up. If you turn the brakes up on the front but not on the back, you end up front flipping. We are making a vehicle for our investors over here. These guys, that guy at the back wants to make a hotel, a space hotel, and this guy at the front wants to make a space casino. It did warn me that casino was the hard one, so of course I went for the hard one. Because you know me, guys, you know me. I'll tell you what I should have done is had some sort of button to set up the reverse thrust. Maybe if we can come into the edit the action groups. There we go. And we're going to go with the... It's got no RCS. Let's say the RCS button turns those on and off. Okay, we want... Where are you? I'm looking for toggle thrust reverse. All right, brilliant. And then we click on this and toggle thrust reverse. I love this mod, by the way. It's amazing. If you've forgotten to do stuff before you get out and into the wilds, you can just do this. And now when I press R, look at that. R for reverse. Great. I love it. That's amazing. I don't know whether we can control Hilbus yet or not. We're just going to roll up and... I mean, honestly, I don't know how we're getting Hilbus in this front bit here. Maybe I could have done with a few more ladders up there. But we'll see how this goes. If nothing else... hey, Kerbal2467, how are you doing? We are currently partaking... Oh, look at this guy. This is an investor. Obviously, this guy. She has a lot of money and wishes to put a space casino up. So we've got Valentina in the seat of our craft over here. Can I please just extend... Can I not extend the ladder? Is that not a thing I could... There we go. Extend that ladder. We're going to see if we can't climb up here. I've got a feeling, actually, I've made a very bad error here. But we'll see what we can do. Look at that. Oh, we had a climb. Did you see that? There was a climb. Let's try this again. Nothing says give us your money like making you climb up a video. Which is also... R is for a rocket. Okay. Go. Climb, grab. Okay, I think at this point... Oh, no, you. Can I revert to spaceplane hangar? Look at that, I got it. All right, great. We're going to swap out the ladders for the mobility enhancers. Wait, are these the mobility enhancers or the other ones? I don't know. This one's a Kelus mobility enhancer, and over here we can have ourselves the Kelus LV long boy, I'm guessing. Does this go the way that I want to extend that ladder? Great. There's not one on another side. I don't like it. Wait, There we go. All right, got that. And then we're going to grab these, and hopefully we're going to have a way of transitioning over across like this. Do you think that's a thing that we can do? In space, this would be fine. I'm not sure about on the ground, but you know what? I am a man that goes and tests things. I'm not going to like try and figure it out beforehand. Ania says the craft looks good. Well, thank you very much. It's got a nice little it's like a Pope-mobile, right? It's got the visual dome at the top of it. Like as we're taking an investor on the tour, we need to treat them like the Pope, right? You know what? We didn't set the R button up, but we're going to retract that ladder. Does that do both of them? That does do both of them. We're going to come into here again. Excuse me. Edit the action groups. Yep, great. We're going to go to the RCS and boom, toggle reverse, boom, toggle reverse. Not that we've needed it so far, but you know, we'll just see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. You are at school. I've just finished my school. Well, I say my school, my university. I got stuck in labs. I was doing optics. I was bouncing light bulb light through a tiny hole, then through a lens and off the mirror and back through the lens and trying to find out where the collimation point was, and then using that information to find out the curvature of the lens we bounced it through. It was great. It wasn't. It was tedious. It was really tedious. It was kind of fun. Don't get me wrong. I did have a good time doing it, but. Yeah, I would have liked another 4 hours, even though I spent 3 hours on it already. Okay, let's get that thrust reverser on the go. Look at that speed dropping down there. I am about it. Re-thrust reverse, and I haven't changed the steering. Steering 1 brakes all the way up, and everything else should be fine now. So we just turn like this. All right, great. So you're making some laser. Yeah, it was basically some laser things. I will go with that, yes. We didn't actually have a lasing medium, and we didn't have coherent light. It was just white light, but that's fine. Yeah, we had my 3 days tomorrow, but of course, as you know, in university 3 days are not 3 days. I've actually got to watch some lectures on what are we doing, torque and moments of inertia, and also I think that might actually be it, and then do a test on conservation of momentum and linear momentum. It's actually pretty nice stuff tomorrow. That's fine. That's fine. We've been learning about circular motion. Obviously, we've done circular motion before, but doing the whole the derivative of position is the university stuff. Yeah, cool. Yesterday was also a holiday, dude. About it. Okay, how do we go from one ladder to the other? It turns out we can't. Can I climb on top though? I'm pressing F. Listen to my F. Listen to my F. It's not working. Okay, let's... Okay, new design. Not tracking. No, it's all over. Once you've hit tracking station, you can't revert. I'm just going to recover. Let's do it. Let's turn the debris back off because that's just messy. Investor's pride. It's not a plane. It's a car. Not a plane, guy. It's not a plane. Fun fact about your uni: one of the buildings is named CNT. Wow, that's nice, mate. That's nice. Mine's are all named like Welsh things, like Trevific. Like what a great word. I love that word. Okay, we're gonna try this again, but this time we're not gonna bother with these. I'm a little bit sad that we couldn't just climb across like that. I'm a little bit sad that we couldn't just climb across. We're gonna extend that ladder. We're going to not that one, this one. We're gonna change the direction the ladder is pointing, and then hopefully, much like that, we should be able to get up like this. Do you think this is gonna work? Lots of people should say no, but I actually believe yes. I actually believe that this will be a winning formula for us this time, hopefully, if things work out. Valentina's there, we'll save it. Is there anything else we needed to do before I actually... No, I think we're good. Let it go. Alright, cool. More caffeine for my face. So 90% of your school is just revision for you for 13th Raven. So what are you doing then? If you're just doing revision, tell us what you're revising. We're all very interested in that type of stuff because most of us are in well, we're all doing similar stuff like that. Like supposedly this year screams in aerodynamics. Oh, Navia Stokes, love it, mate, love it. Yeah. It spells out Centrum Norwich Technology, Centre of New Technologies, GCSE revision. Yeah, fair play, man, fair play. What choices did you make, buddy? What are your, like, I assume you're doing the basics, local language, mathematics, and a science of some description. I didn't turn the reverse on. We're gonna have to use brakes instead. But did you make any other choices? Like, did you choose to do art? I chose to do drama during my GCSEs. I wish I took it a little bit more seriously. I mean, I could be a thespian. I love the word thespian. It's supposed to be reserved for people that study Shakespeare, but it's just become a word that means people who enjoy the theatres. Thespian. Of course, much like masticate, to chew, it sounds like another word. So that's one of the reasons why people like it so much. All right, extend that ladder. Are we going to be able to this time? Oh, third time's the charm, guys. Third time's the charm. Of course I took drama. Of course. What else? So we had to choose either history or geography. I think. Neither of them really stuck with me, if I'm to be honest. Oh, yes. There we go. That's how we get our investors on board. Alright, we've got a certain amount of waypoints that we need to get. Alright, space plane hangar. It's there. We can do this. Alright, we're just going to drive over there and everything's going to be good. Now, what do you reckon? Do I have to drive up to the front? Do I have to do a circle round it? There was Tylo over there. There it is. Look, Tylo. What are we going to have to do here? Cut that engine. Even a tiny amount of thrust can do stuff. You took... Oh. I'm getting complaints of buffering, but actually that was a very, very short time one. You took design... I'm guessing DT design is either industrial design or like resistant materials at the time. Computer science, good choice. French, huge mistake. Actually, parlez-vous français? I actually think the French was a good choice. Lingua franca and all that. If I ever want to go to like Namibia or Gabon or French Guiana, that's going to be high on my list at some point. It's going to go. Ooh, that's an interesting point of view. Which way is what? Are you in here? Where are they at? Wait. We need cupola looking out the top, right? If I do this, yeah, welcome to the space tour. You get to lie down. All right. Anyway, we don't want to control from there. We want to control from here. Control from here. All right, brilliant. Yeah, I think French is a good language, though it's not as good as, I don't know, Mandarin or Portuguese or something like that. These are all like widely spoken languages. Maybe German's becoming a bit more of a big one to speak. History was a good choice. History is a good choice. One, because it's very interesting. History, anything they get you to learn is going to be interesting in history. But two, it teaches you the power of a good essay. And if you want to go any further whatsoever, even a little bit on your studies, you need to learn how to put a good essay together. Can I just get in here? I can't see any of these. Tracking station, vehicle assembly, admin, research and development, astronaut. I'm really looking for admin building. Okay, it was there literally just as I turned around. Horrific. It should just be here. This is the space plane hangar. This is the building that they want us to... You know what? I could probably drive most of this off now. Apart from we need to be able to see what we're doing here. That's a bit unfortunate, actually. I would really have liked to have steered almost entirely with everything off. That would have been great, but no. Is it not going to let me do this? If I... Also, thank you, Chase Camera. That is so... exactly what we wanted. Okay, so I'm going to have to come down here. We're going to look inside the SCANsat and try this one over here. Does this have what we want? Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. All the zooms. Oh, they're starting to separate from each other. All right, great. This one here. Can we connect that? No, but it does give us an idea. Man, just flew into stuff. I've not... Shores. No, I want to know what these are called. I need a waypoint manager. Perhaps even the mod waypoint manager. Are we going to just have to make do with this as it is? I don't know. I don't know. Trying to find out where the actual target is that we're supposed to be going for. A little bit awkward, if I'm to be honest with you. A little bit awkward. Now I've put that on. Did that not work? Oh, it's because I put it on the stage. Lol, I wanted definitely to have it down on the RCS. Press space. Toggle thrust. Smash. Okay. It was very fast. Very fast. Oh, it's so fast. Slow us down. I don't know where the waypoint is, and that's kind of awkward. Okay, so what we're going to do instead is we're just going to open this up and just select activate navigate. We're going to go to the vehicle assembly building, and we're just going to go do that. All right, where is that bit? Ooh, Minmus. Hey, I always love these just over the horizon little sites here. Okay, that's where we're headed. Let's go over there, and maybe it will let us do these in any order that we like. French is just straight boring. Most languages are just straight boring. It's designed for parts and machines and stuff. They're great. Design is 50% coursework, 45% manufacturing. Dude, I am about that. I'm doing an astrophysics degree. I don't know if you guys have heard about that, but obviously. Most of the physicists are in the same building. You know, we're all learning the same stuff, especially in year one. So I get to talk to a lot of like condensed matter students and stuff like that. And the manufacturing process is actually incredibly interesting about a lot of stuff. Even when it comes to just, I don't know, like machining parts for stuff. It's still incredible if you ask me. Like, obviously, the majority of my time is going to be spent just pushing numbers around. Okay, we did the spaceplane hangar sometime. How did I do that? All right, admin building. Let's go find the admin building because it doesn't want us to be here. We know that one is... No, that one over there is the admin building. All right, here we go. So, I presume you guys all know your way around the Kerbal Space Center. For those of you that don't, here's a quick overview. I've just zoomed out. We've got the space plane hangar down below over here. We've got mission control just below that with Jabald next to it. Space plane hangar, mission control. We've got the admin building and then the astronaut complex. Over here, we've got research and development. The vehicle assembly building is the big one where you assemble the vehicles, the tracking station and the launch pad. So we should be able to go through and get all of these relatively simple. Hey, who's this? Tourism shuttle debris. Wait, debris? Okay, I mean that's kind of cool. I don't know, like, so I am an avid satellite watcher. I go out quite a lot to look at the points of light go across the sky. I think it's great that, you know, we put most of those things up there, all of those things up there, and we get to go and watch them. I think that's amazing. But more importantly, some of the brightest things up there are actually like the discarded boosters from like geostationary craft and stuff like that. And I always find those the most interesting. Like, they're not even doing anything. We just happen to have thrown them up there, and now I get to watch it. And I like that. I like that a lot. There's a lot to be said for, you know, space pollution and stuff like that. Admin building achieved, by the way. Yeah, I'm not sure how you guys come down on the whole space pollution thing. You know, nobody wants a Kessler syndrome. Nobody wants to watch us make. Why doesn't this follow me? I'm just going to go with locked instead. Nobody wants to watch us make low Earth orbit uninhabitable. I don't know, maybe some people do. Maybe some people do. I just want to turn all that right up there. Okay, we've got the astronaut complex. Research and development. It is this guy over here. Unfortunately, it's missing the bridge. We should definitely have gone through the bridge, but that's the thing. We plan to take maths, physics, and design into A-levels. Dude, I'm about those choices. I am about those choices. Do you have an end goal in mind? You want to be a Mars rover driver, right? That's obviously, or making the parts for one of those science missions. I kind of want to do that. The more I'm getting into, pushing numbers around, the more I'm like, actually, maybe I want to be an engineer. Maybe I want to be the guy that designs the next Mars probe. Apart from, I wouldn't want to get on the Mars mission. Like, don't get me wrong, Mars is cool. I like Mars. I like Mars a lot. But I like all the little rocks out there. Are you guys aware of the Lucy mission? That is literally just launched. I say literally, it's not like flying as we speak. Well, I suppose it is technically flying as we speak, but it's not under rocket power as we speak. So the Lucy mission, named after Lucy, that ancient hominid that they found a little while ago. I don't know if you guys heard about that, but there was I can't even remember, Australopithecus or something like that. I can't remember the exact. I'm sure someone will correct me, but the name was Lucy anyway. Because we've got to name anything that looks vaguely human. In fact, we got to name everything anyway. A little bit ambitious, but aerodynamic design for motorsports team is your goal, dude. Yeah, no, that is a suitable goal right there. I fully respect and say go for it. But anyway, the Lucy mission, it's currently on its way to study the Trojan asteroids. Do you guys know what the Trojan asteroids are? Doesn't matter if you are, I'm going to explain it anyway. Because of the crazy way that gravity works, whenever you've got two big things that are orbiting each other, like the Sun and Jupiter, say, you end up with bits that kind of cancel out. Now, the easiest bit to think about is the point in between the two missions. No, we can't, because Lagrange points don't exist in Kerbal. Maybe one day I'll put Principia on and then everything will be great, but as it stands, unfortunately, we cannot replicate this mission because of the crazy way that gravity works, and Kerbal doesn't do that. So yeah, think about two things orbiting each other, and you can think about somewhere that's roughly in the middle. If they were the same mass, it would be in the middle. But somewhere roughly in the middle, you can imagine kind of like this point where if you go one way, you head towards the sun. If you head the other, you head towards the planet. But you can balance in between, right? Well, it turns out there's a whole bunch of those. It's not just in between. There's one on the other side of stuff. Like where your centrifugal acceleration is being balanced by the gravity that is pulling down, and there's also ones in front of and behind the orbit. 60 degrees, it turns out, which makes an equilateral triangle. So as far away as Jupiter is from the Sun, if you go in front of Jupiter, there's these things called Trojans, and if you go behind them, there's these things called the Greeks, but everybody just calls them Trojans anyway. Now, because of the crazy way that gravity works, things that are caught in there pretty much can never escape, and things that are trying to get in there pretty much don't unless they've got a rocket engine, because they'll like fall into that area, but they've still got all the speed, so they ping back out, right? So the things that are in there have to have been there since the beginning of the solar system. I was going to say the beginning of time for a moment there, but we're talking about deep time, so let's not make those mistakes. So those rocks had to have been there since the beginning of the formation of the solar system, or at least the beginning of the formation of Jupiter. So the Lucy mission, which has literally just launched, as I was saying, astronaut admin. I want the tracking station. Thanks. There we go. Not the tracking. I want the R&D. Landed at R&D. No. So those things have been there since the beginning of the solar system, which means that they are a lot like the things. Hey, Cypher, how you doing, buddy? Which means that all the asteroids that are caught in those weird balance points have been there. Look like the things that made the planets. So they've sent this mission out that's going to bounce around from place to place out there to look at it. It's Lucy is going to visit the most asteroids of any mission. There's a lot. So on the way out there, they're visiting this tiny little asteroid that was named after the discoverer of Lucy, the ancient hominid, Richardson or something like that. I can't remember. I only remember the word Richard is in there because that's the name of my brother. But then it's going to go visit the ones in front of Jupiter, drop back down to the Sun, and bounce back up, because that's the way gravity works, to there we go, R&D done, to the other ones on the other side. We get to see what the planets were made from. That is by far the whole point of the mission. I meant more a probe to visit asteroids. Okay, this mission that we're in the middle of now eventually will need us to collect a whole bunch of asteroids, and that's one of the reasons why I'm doing it, because it gives us a whole bunch of stuff that we want to do. VAB. All right, tracking station. Here we come. All right, we're nearly done. We are nearly done. This is hype. This is hype. I'm not going too fast because, as you can see, we've got a little bit of wobble. Look at the horizon there. Look how much this drops up and down. That's like 4 degrees or something like that. Greg, let me stop you there. I had to get involved in a Reddit discussion the other day where people were spreading that rumor that KSP has Lagrange points. No, it doesn't. There are 2 planets that orbit each other, and they've had to done something special with the patched conics. Right? That is all the developers have told us. And from that, loads of other people have run away and been like, oh, it's going to be like Principia and stuff like this. And it's really not. It's just going to be hey, we did it. It's just going to be a weird version of patched conics. Because most people's computers cannot handle n-body physics simulation. It just, like, have you tried running Principia? It makes my machine get very hot. And I mean very, very hot. Okay, where are we going to take this investor for the... Oh, they've gone. Just like that. Should we go and pick up the other guy? Look at that. Boom. Where did they go? What happened? Were they even real in the first place? Oh, did we just pick up a gun? Is Valentina having a mild hallucination problem here? Is this what's going on? She spent too long out in space. If you have a source for that, please do let me know, because I've been going around quite vehemently being like, no, that's not what people have said. But if that is something that someone said, I would really like to know. It's just that people do get a little bit too excited about it and claim things that just don't, just don't. I think we're just going to recover. Let's go and get ourselves. Let's get ourselves on the launch pad. That seems like the best place to do it. That seems like the best place to do it. We get 100%, 100% investment return. That's what I'm saying. I would love nothing more than for them to have full n-body Lagrange system gravity in the next Kerbal, because there's a whole bunch of stuff that just becomes possible with that. Like orbital precession. Orbital precession doesn't exist at the moment. If I put something in a nice orbit round Kerbin, it's just going to stay there the whole time. It doesn't spin around like a sun semi-synchronous orbit does. And they're the ones that enable our weather satellites to do the business that they're doing, right? Because of the roughness of Earth, every time that Earth spins around underneath an orbit that's there, the various mountains and stuff end up pulling it around in a funny way. And of course, let's not forget that it's an oblate spheroid with geodesic anyway, I'm not going to get into it all. And that ends up pulling orbits round with Earth, right? And that's called orbital precession. But then also, I also wouldn't mind some sort of relativity, so that we could have the precession of Mercury, or the precession of Moho in this case. I think that would be great, that the planets in the inner solar system orbit ever so slightly different to the planets in the outer solar system. Why can't I recover? What's up with this? Recover. Okay. It wanted me to lay down, it turns out. Okay, well there we go. We did our first part. Yay. That's big things. Big things. And that's still holding true. I like this. Alright, we got all the money back. 18,197 funds. We'll go and have a look at how much it actually costs to launch. I'm curious. You curious? I'm very curious. Oh, this does mean more loading screen though. There we go. Alright. Okay, alright, that's cool. That's good. Wait, didn't that less? Alright, anyway, doesn't matter. It don't matter. Yeah, I would love I would love if Kerbal had all the weirdness. So are you guys aware of cyclers? They are a thing that Buzz Aldrin invented back in the day. I mean, did the maths for, I think is more the point. Build a space casino. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's a thing that is in a fixed orbit between Mars and Earth. This is what he worked it out for anyway. And it keeps going round using the precession of the orbit. You see how I'm kind of tracing out a sunflower here? Or, I don't know. Is it a sunflower? I don't know. Tracing out a flower. And unfortunately, that only works with things like orbital precession and stuff like that. Grand Tourist of Joule. We'll do that at some point. But let's have a look at this. We need a module with data transmitter. At least 4 antennae. Okay, we could do that. We need 2 docking nodes. We need at least 100 crew capacity. Say what? We need to have a bunch of electric. 24 lights. I'm all about that. We need at least 4 asteroids. And we need to be in orbit of Kerbin very high. Very, very high. Okay. I think we can do these things. Okay, I think we're just going to get rid of this guy. Report. Pornographic or explicit material. Goodbye. Okay. I mean, this is a good choice, but no. All right. Is he gone for everybody? I think he's gone for everybody. Yep. Everything gone. Remove. All right. I mean, fair play to the person trying. Really didn't work though. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that the spam botters choose my channel to do this on. It obviously means that they think I've actually got an audience, but you know, we all know how funny that is. Let's get ourselves. I mean, let's just get ourselves started. Well, how are we going to do this? Let's think about what we're going to do here. We need to have like a central module with at least 100 Kerbal crew capacity. I'm just going to hit go. How long do we have to do it? Wait. It never fails. Is that what I'm hearing here? I think okay, let's do it. Bam. Yes. Build a space casino. Accepted year 3, day 168. Look at us go. In 3 years, we're like, yeah, we can build a casino. What, got a problem with us building casinos? Got a problem with that? Okay, so we need a central core for our station. The central core for our station, of course, needs to have a whole bunch of stuff on it. I'm now thinking, like, actually, as well as that, should we go look at the tracking station? We need to get ourselves 4 asteroids. Now, the thing with these asteroids is, of course, we need to put some docking ports on them. I'm wondering whether we can just turn an asteroid into a spaceship with the power of the Kerbal engineers now. Because you know the Kerbal engineers have got these like rebuild capabilities where you can pull out a whole bunch of stuff from your inventory and put it onto things. Do asteroids count as the things that you can put it onto? Oh, look, we're orbiting Juno. We should totally deal with that at some point. Let's zoom out here. You look close. Subclass C. I mean, A. There we go. That's what we want. Follow track. When does it join? It looks like it gets nice and coplanar there. Okay, we'll watch this guy. Are there any other A's? I mean, I suppose we are gonna. Look, here's another A. Last seen 3 seconds ago. I like this 3 seconds ago. Boom. Are you gonna come into Kerbin's orbit at any point? It doesn't look like it is. Let's zoom in on Kerbin and see if we've got. Nope. Can we hide that? Wait a minute. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like things. Can I not hide the comnet? There it is, up this end. Bam. Okay. So, no, so far we have not got what we're looking for. What is this? Tracking station, agency, core. How do I turn this off? We don't need you anymore. We need to do that in the actual map, though. Okay, let's see what else we got around here. A C. I mean, I'm just gonna start with a small one. A B's pretty small. We'll see what we got with this. A U at any point. They are all coming into a close periaps here. Now, do I want to send a robot out to chase this stuff down? That's a question. That is a question. I think we might send a robot out to chase one of these down. Now, which one do we reckon is going to get closest here? I don't know if we can get some sort of ascending or descending node, but we've got 3 targets. Should we just send out one rocket to see if we can capture an asteroid to start building our space casino around? I think that might be the thing. One asteroid in the middle with 3 around will be like a tetrahedral mess. I'm not going to make oh my god, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Vote now, guys. Are we sending robots or Kerbals? Robots or Kerbals? I need to know what you want. Because we could send this with a claw up front. Do we have a claw? Wait a minute. We do not have the claw. Wait a minute. Don't save. Wait a minute. Wait. We need a claw. We can't do this without the claw. I mean, like oh, I suppose we could. We could get in orbit around the asteroid and attach a docking port. But the claws are right here, and it's half our science, so I think I'm all right with that. You know what else I was saying we needed? We needed better jet engines. Do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? Let's just have a look. We got large reaction wheels here. We can buy one of these. Large reaction wheels, rotors, or better jet engine. That's another thing I want you guys to tell me. Which one of those 3 should we get? Any of them are as equal as the other, I suppose. As long as we got the claw, it's all good. So jet engines, jet engines, propellers, or control. I don't think the control is going to be top of the list, to be honest with you. I don't think that's going to be there at all. At the same time, we need to get ourselves some science turning over. Perhaps we can attach the science module to the asteroid. That would be good. Can I get a shout out to Jenna and Grayson? How you guys doing? It's good to hear from you, Jenna and Grayson. 2 new fans watching for the first time. Welcome, welcome. We're here to blow stuff up mainly. I mean, ostensibly, I am here to actually play the game, but most of the time we end up crashing stuff into the surface of the planet as we try very desperately to do these contracts. Close that. Build a space casino. This is the one we're doing. All right, cool. Wait. Fly by Eve. Return. Oh, we didn't. Yeah, okay. The Eve craft blew up. As I was just talking about how we blow stuff up. Okay, so all of this is a bit mute because we need to go get an asteroid. And I think the best way to do that... Did I pick up a high efficiency engine? I don't have the nuclear engines. We did think about it, but we went for no. So instead, am I going to get the Poodle... which is quite a high ISP. So the ISP is kind of like a measure of efficiency. The bigger this number here around my mouse, the better. Let's have a look what we've got. 300's pretty bad. 310's also pretty bad compared to the 350 of the Poodle. 320 of the Skipper. Oh, maybe the Skipper is a good all-round engine. Who knew? 330... 250, 305. Oh man, these are actually pretty bad. 355 for the Cheetah. It's a little bit better than the Poodle. Okay, no worries, buddy. No worries. What do we got here? 290s also. 345. That's the Terrier. Still not quite on par. Still not. It looks like we're going with the Poodle. Okay, well, we're gonna have to put some fuel underneath them. Bam. All right, awesome. Oh, I'm about it. Okay, so this is going to be our main core thing here. Now, it's not got the fuel that we need. So we're going to have to make something a little bit rounder here. I've been accused quite often of enjoying the circle tanks, and actually, that's an accusation that I'm happy to go along with. Let's not have that type of mirror, thanks. Pressing the wrong buttons leads to all sorts of troubles. In both computer games and life. Okay, in here we're going to go for fuel tanks. What are we going to go with? No, we're not doing. As fun as that would be. Think maybe this is... I don't know. I'm not sure that it's aerodynamic enough for us. I could see that it's got a lot of delta V. If we run this into the middle here and then swap these around, that's not quite right. Okay, I'll tell you how we do it instead. We're going to come into here. We're going to right click on the decoupler. We're going to enable crossfeed. Boom! 2 kilometers delta V. So delta V is how much you can change your velocity, how much you can change how fast you're going. Because of course in space, what are you measuring your speed against? You know, on Earth you kind of look out the window and see how fast the mountains are passing by, but that doesn't really work in space. It's horrible. I don't like that at all. That doesn't really work in space, unfortunately. What would happen if we got move this down here? I'm trying to think about a more aerodynamic profile. I know, crazy. Maybe these 0.8 meter tanks are the one. Maybe not. This one? Are you a better size? You are a better size. I like this. Yes, things are barely touching. That's good. Do we have the appropriate though nose cone? I tell you what. Are these the right size? I'm not sure if we've got any 1.8 meter nose cones at all. These are nice, but that's not what we're after, is it? No, it's not the nice little self-contained area. So this is let's come up to here. There's a little, I don't know if you guys use this little pull-out menu very often, but you can change by cross-sectional area, and one down here was 1.85s. Oh, I like this. And the reason that I like this is because, look, it's all self-contained. I don't know. So I learned the other day. I learned, I don't know, 2 years ago, something like that, that the unconnected nodes, these little flat ends, are actually what's responsible for all of the drag. So if I come down to a size 0 and then get another nose cone that hopefully will snap in place, if I press Alt, there'll be somewhere where it will connect. I'll tell you what, we'll get rid of that. We'll grab this, snap that on there, and that's just for aerodynamics. It's not so that I can actually make use of it. It is just for the drag simulation in the game. Okay, I kind of like what's going on here. It's not quite as much fuel as we had, but it's pretty good. Now all we need to do is make this be able to fly to an asteroid that's just outside. We'll call this asteroid capture. Okay, cool. That's the plan. That's the plan. We're gonna get at least one of them. Let me hide this back here somewhere. Okay, great. I pressed the wrong button in the background on my other screen. Terrible. Alright, so with this, we should now be able to put that away, get ourselves some couplers, and go 1.8? No, 2.5. Brilliant. So, do we want... Of course we do. I mean, like, before I've even asked the question, I'm like, yes. But do we want the underside, the boost stage, to be able to fly itself back home? And yes, we do. Unfortunately, we don't have... Oh, excuse me. Don't have everything we need for that, though. If we get a service bay here, the thing that I was trying to say... Oh, hey, Mark, how are you doing? Building donuts again. See, I knew someone would come along and accuse me of it. But I'm fine. I am fine with that. The reason that we're doing this is because this is going to go capture an asteroid, and I want to be able to mount stuff on top that has the oomph, nearly 2 kilometers, in fact, to be able to do so. We are now... Oh, you know what? Things that are missing here. We need some photovoltaic panels. I might actually go for these kind. If we extend, they do that. Oh, yeah. I would like to say I'm not making a donut, but a flower. A beautiful flower. Space flowers, yeah. But with that, we then need to put this guy down here. We need to give him a little bit of power, right? Can we go into the structural, and the 1.2 meter structural tube, I feel like, yeah, can provide a housing here, and then you even do the... Oh wait, it's going up. Aha. Okay, we do this, and it's an entire housing. Not that we need that. No, all right, I'm not. I kind of wanted it to look neat and stuff, but you know, thinking about it, I don't like neat. Let's not do that. So that goes there. Okay, this is good. This is good. And then, bam. All right, cool. That's only slightly off-putting with that Z fighting there. Let's move this down. Turn the snap to grid off, and then we should be able to. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. We could put a whole bunch of stuff around the inside here if we want it. Do I want to? I'm thinking about whether I want to put a whole bunch of science stuff in here to be able to send science stuff back home from the outside of space, or perhaps even. Just gonna have a little crazy moment here. We're gonna grab a tiny fuel tank, and we're gonna grab some tiny engines because they're nice and low mass. But yeah, once this decouples, it could fly itself home. Is that a thing we want? Is that a thing we want? I feel like it's a thing people would be impressed with, even if it doesn't really do anything. So let's try that. Let's try that. I mean, that's the story of my life. People are kind of impressed, even though it doesn't really do anything. So let's 1, 2, 2.5. Bam. Okay, that is a craft. Yes, okay, and we're going to turn off these fuel tanks. Okay, that should be fine. That should be fine. On the underside, we're going to just throw the biggest fuel tanks we got. In fact, I'm going to put 2 of the biggest fuel tanks we got. Oh, such excess. This is why the planet's dying. Oh, all right, do that and do this. Yeah, orange for the biggest amount of lift. That's honestly how it works. It's not just a paint job. And then down here, can we give the let's go for the mid main sail. Okay, so the problem we've got right now, if we come over to the to weight ratio, is whilst we do have a to weight ratio of over 1, the flying flower would sound more original. Okay, we need something we need something that's a bit more like the attractive flower. No, that's terrible. That's lame. But you know, it's something that goes out and grabs. Ooh, and I can also smash my drink into the side. Okay, let's go with flying flower. You are right. It's better than what we got, and I agree. Retract. Alright, cool. We really need to upgrade our VAB so we can have the full action groups. Yep, totally had to click on the menu to remember what it was called. But anyway, I was talking about the to weight ratio. This thing, because that number's only just larger than 1, it will just be able to take off, and it will be burning a lot of fuel as it very slowly lifts itself up into the air. And that's not the life I'm about. Big flames, loud noises, everything like that. That's what we want. Okay, let's go into the couplers here. The hydraulic detachments. No, I'm going to go with these radial decouplers, but I don't know what I always think these are radial decouplers as well, and like these ones have got little legs on them, so are they the legged decouplers? Answers on a postcard. What do you want to call these radial decouplers to tell them apart from the not so wide radial decouplers? We're going to go with a 1.8 fuel tank booster stage here, and on the outside of this we will also have solid boosters because there is no kill like the overkill. Go with a 1.8 adapter. Was this one the right size? This one was the right size. Look at that. And then we scooch in. Let's go with this one. Bam. Okay, right. It's facing inwards. We have the same amount of symmetry, so I think a little bit of space tape going from here to here, bam, might improve the stability of our rocket. We then want something that is... Well, we were saying about how the Cheetah has got actually some quite good stats here. Sea level, it's not the amazingly efficient engine, but it is incredibly efficient up in the vacuum. But 150, what have we got that's... There's a 280s, or I mean, the Bohr engines are traditionally... Am I about to completely pivot here and go for a different type of... Yes. I'm sure we all knew that this was the way of doing it anyway. I'll pop this one over here. Yes. Just yes. We've got ourselves a 2.5 meter fuel tank that doesn't want to attach to the radial decoupler straight on. Maybe the radial decoupler's not straight on. Then we'll have the Bohr booster underneath. Look at that beast. Oh, I love it. We are going to have to move it up a little bit, but it is huge, and then maybe out so it doesn't smash into itself when it drops away. We'll just ignore this gap here. You know, I mean, who even sees that? So, something like that. There we go. It's all just barely touching. Yes. And then do we put another one up on top? I mean, I suppose what we could have done is gone for a 2-meter tank, but that's fine. That is fine. I think these nose cones look funny, so we're going to go with that as well. Boom, boom. Oh, this one. Oh, yeah, that one and this one. And does the boost have an orange? Ah, the board does not have an orange tank. Okay, well, we'll just have to go for this design here. I like it. I like it a lot. Fuel tanks in. What's our current delta V? 6 kilometers per second we can change the speed of this vehicle by. That is a lot. Like a lot. Okay, let's put this in here. That would get us to the sun-ish. Wouldn't quite get us to the sun, but it's close enough. It would definitely get us to the point where we could leave the solar system. Bam. Look at that. 6.12. Even better. Even better. Main sail kind of sticking out a little bit down there. Let's see if we can't put them all at roughly the same level. Though I don't know whether it actually matters if they're all at the same level. I just like the look. This is certainly not boring. Oh, dude, the puns. The puns. I love it. I love it. Just remind you now, parachutes. Don't forget the parachute. I mean, this is supposed to stay in orbit, but you're right. Who knows if we want to bring these guys back or not? Let's do it quick. Jump on the reminder that has been given. There we go. Parachutes. This might turn upside down like this, but I want to be able to get my guys out, so we'll go with that. Who cares if it turns upside down, right? Who cares? Oh, we also didn't put the science payload in. That I was like, oh, gotta remember to put that in there. Can we? Just gonna get rid of who needs stability? We got engines. What more do we want? Oh, I'm clicking stuff in the background. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Science is in this one. Science. That's very big. Very big, yo. That makes it a little bit awkward. I do want to take the robot control with us. That is pretty much a must. No, that didn't attach where I was hoping it would. So what I'm trying to do is attach this to the underside of that, but I don't think it's going to work like this. So if we just kind of push it up a bit, do we still have... it's because I've attached it to the wrong node. Lol. Okay, maybe now. So what happened is I'd attached it to the bottom of the payload. But why is it not working the way I want it to work? Okay, well, all right, fine. You've got to do that. Let's go down here. I bet it's going to be the same now. This doesn't actually attach to both sides, does it? No. Okay, the problem we've got now... Oh, you know what? There. I got it. That's fine. It's... Who cares about a little bit of part clipping? That's fine. We want to have a mystery goo container. I don't think we want quite this many. As nice as it would be, I don't think we'll take 2 for balance. But that's about it. Man, I wish it would stop doing that. I only want 2. Thank you very much. Let's turn it around so we can see what it is. There's a pressure sensor. Here is a thermometer. Again, I just want 2. Thank you very much. Bam. Okay, right. There's the science package that we were like, yes, let's make sure to bring that home. Okay, we got a science package. We got pretty much everything we need now, I think. Can anybody else think of stuff we need? We need lights. We're going to go and meet an asteroid in pretty much deep space. So having some spotlights, I think spotlights might work. There. Let's bring down the number of spotlights we're using, and then let's kind of angle them up from the side. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Let's get this illuminator instead. I could put them on these tanks, but we're going to end up dropping them too early or something like that. And that's not what I'm about. I mean, you wouldn't know it from watching, but I'm not really about messing up every mission I do. Something like that. Something. Aerodynamics are real. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. So if we extend these now, that's a parachute. Lol. Extend these now. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. Let's retract that solar panel. Okay, so we've got lights. We've got the ability to attach to the asteroid. We've got the booster to end all booster. I mean, we could do with more. Do we want more? Let's have some more boosters. What's that to rate ratio? 2.4. That's still that's pretty high now. That's pretty high now. But look at this. Don't we want to put these on the outside? I don't know about you, but I feel like we could do with some of those on the outside. Let me know if you think I'm being over the top, maybe a bit gratuitous with my booster use. Like that? Like that. Alright, cool. That's good. That's amazing. That is the thing. Move this down and... Alright, all the engines in line. I don't know why I like having all the engines in line. It is totally not a game mechanic in any way, shape or form. I suppose when we're sat on the launch pad, we can balance very nice... Oh, it's tiny. Balance very nicely on those. But do we have... Boom. Yeah, nice. Space tape. Let's get some space tape down. Thanks for explaining to me how to make custom flags 2 weeks ago. Play your own version of Kerbal Warfare. Oh, dude, all about it. Yeah, I'm always helpful, always up for sharing knowledge that I have and others don't. It's how we work as a civilization, you know. It's why we've got things like computers. No one sat down and came up with a computer all on their own, right? Okay. Do we want a test flight before we actually do it? So I'm feeling like we need separatrons to bring these boosters, sorry, away. Now you might notice that I'm having a bit of a weird angle on these. If I do it right, they'll twist round in funny ways. But like this, bam. So the plan is, you notice that we've got most of our velocity pointing upwards. So when we spring these guys, let's put them all in the same stage. So when we spring these guys, if we are still under power, which we might not be, but if we are still under power, these will continue at moving forwards. So if there is any random chance of them smashing into us, we are traveling at the same rate, thus reducing the energy of the impact, right? Like that's the plan there. That's not in the right spot. Pull this up to here. Is this... Bam, those ones. Okay, cool. So all of these go together, and suddenly it's all good. I feel like these ones around the outside, we're not going to use them until we're in orbit. Okay, I feel like we're getting there. Do you guys feel like we're getting there? I'm going to give 3 minutes for anybody to name something that we've forgotten. Antennae. Do we only want the computer to have antennae, or do we want the whole system? I mean, we're going to want both, right? We're going to want both. I was almost going to just slap down some of the basic ones, but you know what? I think not. I think we're going to go... Look at these weird floating things. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. I don't want to do that, but I didn't know you could do that. I am going to go R. Oh, yeah, it's not quite what I wanted, but yeah. And then we'll do the other one, R, over here. Okay, that's good enough, I suppose. Let's close this. And finally, I think we're there. I think we are there. Nobody has told me that I definitely need to fix anything. So let's go. Save it. Launch it. Good luck, everybody. I'm counting on you guys. I haven't put any crew on this. At all. That's rubbish. We need to go back and pick up crew. So I think we're going to send the last crew, if you get my meaning. The crew that we hired the most recently. Ooh, is there explosions? I don't know what's going on here. It's a static scene. Is my computer just like, no? Everything's in one stage. Anybody know what's supposed to be going on here? Let's try and move. We can't move a camera. There is no camera movement. WASD, home end, home. Ooh, look, we're looking at the moon. And that's the camera tools doing that. Well, this is very interesting. Page up, page down, arrow keys. All right, nothing's going to happen here. Let's revert. Maybe we got ourselves a little bit of a problem. I don't know. Hi. All right. Cool. This was a thing. No. Thank you though. We're gonna have Rodzor, our least qualified pilot. Yes, he's got stability assist, he can point prograde and retrograde, he can control a computer from a distance away, and he can withstand more Gs. Okay, we're going to send a scientist, and are we short an engineer? Engineer, Jadza. Can we afford it? Of course we can afford it. We can take on 2. No missing. We got some assigned here. We'll ignore this guy. Okay, we'll get ourselves an engineer. Jadza, is that the only engineer we've got to come on board? It is. All right, welcome aboard, a new Kerbal. Look at the money spent to do this now. And Jadza. All right, welcome. We need to give these guys appropriate clothing. I think you can look. I mean, which one? Pale blue suit. Or are we going to give these guys the vintage look? I do like the word that I'm looking for is the LED strips around here and stuff like that. But that's our main crew, right? So we need to give. We're gonna go with the grey and black slim suit. The pale blue suit. Yeah, let's do that. Scientist is going to have blue retro, and then engineer is going to have orange retro. Yeah, or brown or orange. Orange. We're gonna go with orange. All right, there we go. We got some stuff going. How many parts do I have spare? You know what? I can cover this with more lights. Should we put more lights? Do the Kerbals actually get any wages? Yes. I mean, it would be very, very unethical of me to have 2 and a bit million sat in the bank and not pay anyone wages. What? I think we're just going to ignore that question, just sidestep the ethical problems involved in it, and let's put some lights on. Yeah. Okay, I'm feeling that this needs to be. Does anybody have a particular light that they feel like the rocket should be lit up in? Should we have a green rocket? Green on the orange. Oh, we got an orange rocket, so let's maybe more of a red tone. Get a red rocket. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you let me know, maybe we'll make it happen. How do we turn the lights? White ones. That's much nicer, actually. Can we make these ones white as well? Bam. Okay, they match the color of the metal underneath. Let's get some more illuminations down here, like so. Let's make this one green. Can we turn the lights on? Okay, is that all of them on? Okay, this is pretty nice. And then this one goes around. Yeah, this way. I like it. Okay, green could do blue. Dabba dee babba die. I like that a lot. Actually, should we make a blue rocket? I think actually yes. Is that blue good enough? I think I would like a different blue. I mean, that's pretty good, but let's bring it. Yeah, that one. This is cyan, right? This is. Yeah. Okay. What, that one? There we go. All right. Brilliant. Cyan and red. Lights on. I wonder if we set up all the colours, all 3 colours, splashed it with red, green, blue. Would we end up with white light on there? Is Kerbal good enough at that? Is that a thing? You know what? I would feel a lot better. We put a few of these on here. Is there somewhere else we could put that would make sense? Local, please, thanks. Just feel a lot better with antenna on the actual craft as well. All right, save it. What's gone wrong here? Something in our staging is going to be bad. Oh no! I have no idea whether that muted me or not. If you heard my sneeze, let me know. I need to know whether my mute key works. I'm guessing. Wait, let me have a look. What? No. All right, mute key doesn't work. I need to make that work at some point. All the rockets go off. We then get the separatrons as the solid boosters blast away. The inner core then blasts away, and then we drop the main booster. This secondary rocket can fly on its own. When does this one go? There. Okay. We want that one to actually happen down here, and this rocket flies itself. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, I think we good now. Save launch. Thank you. Thank you. All right, I think we're ready to go now. Finally, maybe we got crew on board. We've got a robot on board. We've got lighting. We've got parachutes. We've got the claw. The claw. Communication. I think we might be there. I can't. We've even got a. You know what? T, Z. Oh, it doesn't let me through full throttle. I think we got a problem. I think we've got a issue. Okay, we're going to revert. Do you know what else is weird? Look, revert to vehicle assembly, revert to launch. Let's go out to the space center. Let's see if we can launch it. I don't want to have to reload my game. I really don't want to have to reload my game. That would be very bad. I mean, it wouldn't be very bad. It would just be a bit of a boring time as I try and ramble through the startup process. So we've not got a dude over there anymore. Okay, that's good. Let's click here. We are going to the flying flower. There it is. We've got two of them. Okay, that's great. Nice. Let's have a look. They are exactly the same, right? 203 parts in 9 stages. I'm sure one of these is more real than the other. We don't want these guys here, and we do want... scroll all the way down. Pilot, scientist, engineer. Wish me luck. If it goes wrong again, I might very well, I don't know, try a different launch pad. I might actually just call my losses and reload the game at that point. What we would talk about, I don't know. I've got a whole lot of physics under my belt now, so just flip your screen. Great option. Great option. But you know what? If it would let me do that, I would be all about it. I would be all about it. All right, we're going to have to revert to vehicle assembly. I don't like the fact that it's like launch up the flight from 20 minutes ago, because like that's just horrific. Let's try, before we do any more, let's try the Woomerang and see what happens. No, desert launch site. Let's just see whether it lets me launch from somewhere else. And it's the fact that we've got oh man, I'm not even sure what would be causing this. It's got to be the contracts loaded up funny, right? Loading. Keep them Kerbals loading. And we've got some spinny planets down here. Most of the time they just stay static. Even the desert launch site has let me down. All right, I'm going to revert vehicle assembly. We're going to come back. We're going to reload. It's Ask Me Anything time. If you guys have a burning question that is on your mind, about me or not, I don't mind. I will provide you an answer. True or not, I don't mind. Oh, hey Forrest, how you doing, buddy? How are you doing? You having good times? We're currently suffering through some minor technical issues. So rather than sit here and bash my face against it, get all angry and stuff, you know. Well, I mean, I don't really get really angry and stuff, do I? Getting frustrated and stuff. We're just going to reload the game quickly. I mean, like, look, we got this toolbar thing over here. I don't know. Look at my skybox, by the way. Isn't it great? If a woodchuck could chuck wood, rawhide of a wood chick that could chick wood. I mean, maybe. Do you guys get it where you go to close the game down and it just crashes on you? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm alright with that timing. It could be a lot worse. It could be when you just open the game it goes to crash. Find an X on this graph. There's plenty of X's on any graph. Right in the middle there, look. So, talking of graph, here we go. Do you know what the earliest graph against time is? You know, where you got the time across the bottom and things. It was a medieval monk. He was This is how interesting my physics lessons can be. By the way, he was tracking the positions of the various planets. He got it completely wrong. But it's very interesting to see. There's also a graph out there with Napoleon's assault on Moscow, and you get to watch like this great big beefy line get thinner and thinner and thinner as it crosses the map going to Moscow. About halfway along, the Polish were like, "This is ridiculous. We're not doing this. We're going wrong." But did he show us? Yes, that's why we know he got it wrong. Forrest asking, he may have got it wrong, but did he show his workings out? Yes, of course. That's why we know he's wrong. Stream career, bam. All right, cool. But just like, can you imagine? So in the class, we were asked, who do you think were the first to come up with the graph against time? And one of the options there was the Egyptians. And I was like, it must be, right? They were tracking the number of slabs per day or something like that. But it turns out, no, they weren't that good at it. Okay, let's try this again. If this goes wrong, I don't know what we're going to do. Let's open up the flying flower. Yeah, you, do it. Let's get the right crew on board. You, and you. Launch. So, hey, Cubic, how you doing, man? You having a good time? Yeah, you're having good lives, mate. You're having good lives. Gotta allow that. Yep, brilliant. Cool. Oh, we're loaded. Oh, I see a problem. Do you guys see a problem? I see a problem before we've even got started. Oh, look at that. Oh, too many parts. It's not too many parts. It's only a couple of hundred parts. Okay, let's angle that upwards. It's because I'm streaming as well. 3, 2. Oh, this is going to go bad. 3, 2, 1. Good luck, Kerbals. Okay, we're good. Nothing's exploded yet. I mean, technically, we've got explosion coming out of the end here. That's fine. I'm going to try and move over to about 10 degrees. I'm just going to hold it there. In fact, hold it now. Waiting for your friends to appear for D&D to start. Beautiful, mate. Beautiful. But burn them to the ground. Not your friends, but... I mean, you could burn your friends to the ground, I suppose. I've just started a new D&D adventure with some friends online. I am an ex-druid, now paladin. The DM was like, if it's alright for you guys, RGB rockets. Great. But yeah, the DM I'm with was like, if it's alright with you guys, I've got these pre-made characters for you. Well, yeah, cool. I could roleplay anything. That's no problem. And yeah, I ended up with this druid that, or rather, used to be a druid, now a paladin. I'm out looking for holy relics that just happen to that the other PCs happen to know. Yeah, it's cool. Okay, we're gonna throttle back. Let's have a look and see what our Apple Apps is right now. All right, we're not out of the atmosphere. That is good. Ooh, look at this. Oh, there's sunset back there. Remember at the beginning of the stream when I was like, look at this gorgeous sunset. Well, here we are. Look at how sharp that line of atmosphere is there. It's a little bit much. I'd like to see that fade a little bit more. Stage! I mean, it kind of worked. Next time, more Separatrons. All right, let's have a look at our orbit here. I think we're doing all right. I might put us into a higher orbit than the Café Addiction. Otherwise known as our space station out there. We were thinking of a new name and show how crisp the sunset isn't. All right, cool. Yeah, do that, man. Do that. Talking about fantasy and stuff, you're on your like 70-second playthrough of Skyrim. You want to talk to Forrest? He plays a lot of Skyrim. I think I've done 3 playthroughs of Skyrim. thinking through, yeah, maybe. I feel like, did you guys, I don't know if you guys ever played any Baldur's Gate or Neverwinter Nights or something like that. You know, the top-down point-and-click D&D. So there, with these games came a DM's option, and you could put together your own campaign and stuff like that. I know Skyrim's got the creator tools, but it's just not as easy. You know, in Baldur's Gate, etc., you used to be able to like, literally drop a dragon in front of them. Like you didn't if you wanted to be a good DM, you know. But the option was available to you, and I feel like there needs to be a 3D version of that. Oh, look, there's some debris back there. 40 kilometers behind us. Amazing how much extra oomph with these small little engines here can give. A little bit sad that we're just down to green now, just down to blue, but look at that sunset over there. One of my favourite things about gaining altitude is the ability to re-watch the sunset that you've just watched. Or the sunrise. Many times I've done that. Look at the Agena debris. Oh, that must have been something that they asked us to do. It's just gone over 100 o'clock. Look, there it is. Wait. 73. Now, I wonder how much... Hang about. I wonder how much debris we've got that actually has a periaps. Look at this one. This periaps, I think, was in the atmosphere. Maybe at some point we'll watch a lot of things deorbit, but that is not today. That is not today. Face cover of the D&D was very squished. Yeah, that was so the DM. He's I don't know. He says he's building an audience, but it seems to be much more about just playing, which it's fine. That's cool. But it's not quite what I was promised. Yeah. Anyway, man, you're lucky. My latest game of D&D was just repeatedly getting beaten by the first enemy because all we started as poor homeless people living in trees. I mean, that can also be cool, right? That's not. I mean, I've joined a level 10 campaign. This is the thing, right? I've come in and I've been like, like a year and a half into the campaign, and then my mate was like, "Hey, do you want to come join in?" And I was like, "Actually, yes, I do. I've not got much to do at the moment. I would love to join in." And it's been great fun. It has been amazing fun. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being low-level characters. Like, generally, so low-level characters have the same problem that high-level characters have. Oh, yeah, it's totally me that's the problem there, Forrest. You can't just rely on combat with low-level or high-level characters, because the low-level characters are going to get their face kicked in, and the high-level characters are just like, why are we even doing this? You know? Ooh. I'll take that. We're just going to spin this up and drop it. I have no idea whether periaps is above or below the atmosphere right now. We're just going to go... Stage. Oh, that was... not very central, was it? Oh, look at them spin. Are they going to hit each other? I love this is great. We're just going to stop here and watch this. Getting everyone in one place is difficult. Hence why we're playing online nowadays. Yeah, online D&D is actually, as long as you've got the right sort of virtual tabletop, it's a great idea. I'm yet to play on actual tabletop simulator. I think that would work well if we all had VR. I've done some roll D20 stuff. That was fun. But nobody who I was playing with knew how to use it very well. We're now using something called the Forge. And that's really good. The DM we're playing with at the moment, Rick, he knows how to use it incredibly well, and gets most things set up quite quickly. Obviously, it's still, you know, when you're changing scope or something like that, it still can take a while to get set up. All right, everything's in the atmosphere. You know what? We're just gonna push us up and out. Okay, and then we're gonna press M, and then we're gonna move. What? They're just there. Is it just there? We're going to leave these guys in orbit, and we're going to see what happens. Yeah, there we go. With all these debris. Okay, we're gonna Slowly drift around. Look at them go! Look at them go! I love this. They should split apart and then come back together as we go around the orbit. This guy's going to just like speed off ahead of us because he's boosted a little bit. We did a mix of IRL online using Roll20, the place where we play as a big TV. So we do encounters on the TV if there's more NPCs than we have table space. Oh, that's a great idea. That is a great idea. Yeah, I have seen some people. So, in fact, Rick was describing the DM I'm playing with at the moment. Him and his friends have a 40-something inch touchscreen TV that they play on. They lay it down and they play like that. Sounds amazing. Also sounds like they're going to mess up that TV, you know? But all this stuff coming back together. Look at the weird spread. Look at the weird spread. We are this one. Comet! It's a comet! It's a comet! At some point, we need to do the ESA comet mission. At some point, we need to... Oh, there goes another bit of... I love this. I love this. A colleague now has two 78-inch touchscreen TVs at 4K. Dude, yeah, what a choice. What a choice. Okay, we're all coming back together, or some of us are coming back together. We're about to enter the atmosphere, though. This is what I'm actually here for, is to watch these guys burn. Yeah, huge, huge. And one of the things that I love most now is how we as consumers can start ripping these... Well, not ripping these things apart, but like making the greatest use of them. So no longer are we like, put TV on the wall and that's it. It does what it does. We can now be like, oh well, I'm gonna hook up my Raspberry Pi to it, and we're gonna get a bunch of feedback from it, and yeah, and stuff like that. We were tempted just to carry the one in the box by the staircase home. Choice. Okay, we need to swap over to that guy. How do I get in with that one? You switch to. Cannot switch whilst in the air. That's a shame. I wanted to be the one in front. That's a shame. We get to watch these guys behind us, but him over there. If we'd put a probe on it, we could have switched to him. But that's not where we're at. That's not where we're at. I am going to time accelerate, but physics time warp. You might notice that we're only at _4, not at ×5. Tourist shuttle debris. Oh my gosh, look at that over there. Okay, so this guy, a little bit higher in the atmosphere than I am, so maybe we're experiencing a bit more drag than he is. I never know whether that's actually the case. It could be just because I'm the player. I'm experiencing more drag. Who knows? Who knows? Some of these are catching... Oh no, they're disappearing. They're disappearing. I thought they were catching up hard, but they're not. This guy also disappearing, going backwards. You can tell by the way the number is getting bigger. That's the way the distance is getting larger. Oh, where's he gone? Oh, there he is! Oh, hey! How you doing, buddy? You doing good? Let's change the camera. Yeah, there we go. Nice. All right, we might get to watch all of them. Let's press F2 and let these guys go. Yeah. All right, I like this. I like this a lot. One of my favourite things is just to watch things tumbling through the atmosphere. We've not got the heating effects yet. Am I starting to hear a little bit? No, we're still up at like 60 odd kilometers. Wait a minute. Are we actually coming down? Oh, we're not. I really thought like it was going to be enough. I mean, are we going to wait for another orbit? Yeah, of course we are. We've come this far. Let's go again. And then around we go. Persistent rotation, by the way. What a mod. I love this. You time accelerate. You keep spinning. Spin it. Okay, so they have a different orbit to me. This is going to be a little bit awkward. I don't even know what to do about that. I'm that one with this. Ooh, bye. Let's slow this back down. I can't slow it down from here. What? Because I've got a box open, it won't let me. Switch to. There we go. All right. I don't know if that's going to work out for us. Oh, creaky chair. Unfortunately, it's not really a creaky chair. It's just the back of the chair, which is... it's the worst. It's the worst. All right. We're nearly in orbit. But this guy's stabilized on his way out. I bet that's because the persistent rotation mod doesn't keep track of the other parts of debris. That's an interesting thing. I don't know whether it's something we can take advantage of at some point. So we are now experiencing drag. Are they experiencing any drag? This is a question. They are. I mean, look at this. This would be a thing to watch from the surface if it was actually something going down, right? I wonder if at some point in the future, there's a new MC launcher. Tell me about it, buddy. I wonder if at some point in the future, when we've got all these huge satellite constellations up there, you know, SpaceX is one, the OneWeb one. I hear China's also getting one up there. It means we're going to have a lot of satellites up, like a lot of satellites, right? When is that going to start being, you know, pay to have them deorbited over your event? I was talking about this years ago, in fact, when I remember that I started talking about deorbiting space junk over the top of events, and then the Dubai horse track went ahead and did it, and I was like, oh wow, great. So when does that become more of a thing? Because obviously Dubai, well known for the over-the-top, ostentatious displays of wealth, right? Yeah, it's kind of their brand, yeah. But when does the Super Bowl start doing that? I mean, I don't watch the Super Bowl, but you know what I'm saying. When does stuff like that happen? When do we get deorbiting old satellites from thing? You should do a National Geographic style the life of a satellite. You know what? I've been looking for some like science videos to do, and that's actually a very cool one. You know, from like conception to building to actually. Oh, we're back out of the atmosphere. What is this? What is this? How many times are we gonna have to go around? What's my Apple apps right now? Man, we might actually have to go around a lot. I think that would actually be a pretty cool one to do. The other one I want to do is the life cycle of stars, because you know stars are cool, and I'm not sure if everybody knows to the same level that I do. Yeah, I have a hard time remembering that people don't have the same knowledge that I do. Yeah, I believe it to be a human-wide problem that hardly anybody can remember that other people don't know what they know. So yeah, I'd like to know. A lot of this stuff is not going to deorbit. We might have to scrub this particular one, and all right, let's watch the Apple apps this time. This number needs to get below 70 in this pass, else we are in troubles. If I right click it, will that work? The other thing is like this one's also getting lower, so the drag is increased and stuff like that. That's the type of explanatory power that's going to mean I make great science videos. Look at this bang zoom here. Also has to have a periapse low. Look at that, 51. Look at that. We desperately need to go around and watch these guys deorbit at some point. This is coming down. This is coming down. Let's have a look at our actual flight profile here. We're still traveling down to the. If this arrow is below the 0, we're traveling towards our periapse. That means we're still traveling down. When it goes past that, we are on our way back up, and that means we are leaving the atmosphere. Oh, there's one of them. Is that the only one we've actually got? I like the way that you look at the planet, all the stars disappear. You look back, there's all the stars. Which means that comet there is visible from the surface, or at least it should be, right? Because this is like bright, and we can see the bright thing. This guy's getting closer. Can you feel it? It's getting closer. And then you look at the sun, all the stars disappear again. Like that's cool. That's cool. All right, let's have a look at our... Okay, we are not going back to space today. That's good. That's good. But we are only watching this one deorbit. I'll tell you that for free right now. Because we have a mission underway, and my mission was not just to watch the debris deorbit. I know, crazy, but you know, whilst we've got started, I am going to get going with it. I've got a feeling we can start picking out where our landing zone's going to be. According to this, we're crashing somewhere. Oh, it's going backwards. It's going backwards. Let's bring down the time warp, and it will... Yeah, okay, so we get to try and figure it out. Look at this. What's this? We've got some splashdown parts over here, and we've got some more splashdown parts over here. Kerbal Space Center. Okay, that makes sense that things are at the Kerbal Space Center. Oh, I wonder whether this will make it back to the Kerbal Space Center. Are we going to rip around all the way around? I doubt it, to be honest. I really doubt it. In fact, yeah, I've got a feeling we're going to end up crashing before we reach night. That's my prediction. That's my prediction. I don't know exactly. I've got very bad. Well, I don't say I've got very bad. I've always been very bad at predicting how the atmosphere affects my craft. And it turns out that the trajectories mod, which is this red line here with the cross telling us where we're going to land, is also pretty bad at it. Because there is a variable cross-sectional area here. You know, depending which way I'm facing, depends. Ugh. That texturing, does that come through for you guys? Probably not. Probably not. What was I saying? Because the cross-sectional area changes a lot, then it all gets a little bit weird. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, that is such quality. Just having a look at Forrest's screenshot that he sent me a little while ago. Okay, that's cool, though. That is cool. Gotta stop looking at the memes. Move away. Move away. Get back to the stream. Okay, that's good. That's good. Over here, great. Okay, we're on the way back up. I kind of don't like that. We got an Apple Apps though of less than 60 kilometers. Let's speed this back up. Gonna rip through the atmosphere fast. Your internet. Oh wow. I mean, I'm not sure what is your internet and what is my internet. I am actually managing to send out over 2 kilobytes of data every second, so that's working out pretty well. I'm glad that we only had one little hiccup in the internet. It could have been a lot worse. Where's the surface speed? There we go. Oh, look at this. Off he goes. Science. Oh, and he's gone. And he's gone. Can we... That one. Unset target. Bam. I don't like having a target set whilst we're just flying around. Oh, this is long. This is long, guys. Oh, we didn't even make it to the Kerbal Space. Okay, that's fine. Didn't crash on the crater. That's the word. Quite lament. You know what, buddy? Yeah, I love it. And when I was in my last place, when I was still staying with Miss, we had amazing internet there. It was unbelievable at times. Unfortunately, now I'm sharing with hundreds of other students, and to the point where I'm not actually using my university internet because it just goes off all the time. You're going along fine and suddenly nothing. So I'm using my phone because it's more reliable. Crazy. Last stream's Wi-Fi problems were literally... Yeah, no, I feel it. Like, imagine what it was like my end. I'm here trying to do a good thing and suddenly everything's going bad. Yeah. Hence why I'm streaming on Tuesday despite running late. Because if I'd done it on Wednesday, I got a feeling it would be exactly the same problems. Wednesday being the day off round here, so all the students are doing stuff, as opposed to tonight where we got day off tomorrow, so they're all out partying tonight. I mean, God, who does that? So Starlink, if you have £90 a month, if I had £90 a month, I'd do it. I mean, what would that be? My entirety of my, let's call it 1012. Yeah, it'd be almost all of my spare. Almost all of my spare. What's the word I'm looking for? Student finance loan. That's the thing I'm saying. Which, I'm supposed to live off that. So, there we go. I won't be doing that. You know what? I have not taken my phone bill into consideration. I might have to rethink my budget. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. We are ripping down hard. We've had the thrills and spills of the atmosphere. You know what? We should have taken the 13th Raven's parachute call more seriously, because whilst we put parachutes on the manned craft, we didn't put any parachutes on here, and we could definitely have been bringing this guy back for money. Get 30 up and 150 down for £30 a month, dude. That is great. I used to get numbers like that on my mobile, and then I started consuming 30 gigs a week, and they were like, "No, we're not going to let you do that." Oh look, we got a recover vessel. nothing to recover. All right, Space Center. Yeah, £30 a month. That's great. I'd pay that. I'd pay that straight out. In fact, that's about what I'm paying on my phone, I think. Alright, well, anyway, we were trying to do something. Remember what we were trying to do? I remember what we were trying to do. We were trying to get ourselves off to... Let's get rid of that debris and pull this down here. Flying flower! Bam! We're going to go and find an asteroid. None of the asteroids are coming within my sphere of influence, so we've got to go to them. Talk about Muhammad and the mountain, right? So... Which one... are we going for? Are we going to bring this? No, we're going to bring the big one in. Where are you? Are you the C class? It doesn't tell me what it is. Set as target. I think this one was the C class. No, I mean, do I have to view in tracking station to know what they're all looking at? No more food for you. Internet is important. You know what? My internet is very important. I actually... I'm totally about it. It doesn't tell me what class they are anymore. What? This over here. Information button? Information button. Class B. That's the big one, right? Well, big one in big inverted commas. Signal strength is okay. I think we can probably do this. 4 to 7 meters. That's big. It's not huge, but it's big. Okay, let's try it. We're going for the workhouse 347. Okay. Not you. 347. I'm not sure if we're even going to be able to get like a... How are we going to meet this guy? Do I... Have a look here. Perhaps. I kind of want to be able to look around here. Can we set a maneuver node over here? We can't. Okay, I'm just going to leave. Do you guys think we should just leave? I think we should just leave. Do we want to go forwards or backwards? I almost feel like we want to go a little bit backwards. So we're going to add this maneuver. We're just going to exit. Just going to exit. There we go. Right. Just exited. That gives us a slightly tighter orbit. Might be too tight, but we'll take it. Oop. And let's see what happens if we... somewhere like that. I mean, that's interesting. It's not quite what we want, but that's in... Ooh. Can we bring them together? Can we bring them together? Ooh. Bam. Okay. Man, we need to make this much better than it is now. And we can do that with this graphical interface. We want to go faster? Oh, no. Slower? Oh, there we go. That is the distance we want. Can we... Oh, yes. Look at that descending node work there. That's great. Let's bring it back just a little... Oh. 218 kilometers sounds pretty tasty. Oh, there's a bit more. 48 kilometers. I might take the 48 one. Yeah, okay, that's good. That's good. We'll take this. And I think I'm gonna have to just do this series of maneuver. Oh man. Kind of wish it didn't point around like that. I need to see whether sponsor a rare human by becoming misaligned. What a great advert. If you want him to be able to eat and survive in the next 8 months, please sponsor this rare human by becoming a patron. Yeah, we do great things out here. We fly. We're trying to fly asteroids. We're definitely going to be going up and about. All right, 40 seconds. How 1 year and 124 days. Okay, we're not going to be able to do it this time because we got another Dres orbit to get out. We need to send an engineer out to Dres. What about this over here? We could do this maneuver in that time. Yeah, 17 seconds, 16 seconds, 15 seconds. We are going to fly this just by the numbers. 10 seconds to go. I'm going to keep pointing prograde, and I'm just going to fly through because I believe this blue dot will be this much on one side when we start and that much on the other. Go! Look at that. It's 0. Oh, no, -1. We don't want a -1. We wanted it to stay somewhere around 0. I never know why it doesn't give us around 0, you know? Let's try and turn. Need to make an actual ad like the WWF one showing some footage of... Yeah, actually, that's not a not a terrible idea. I've often thought that I need a little video ad for like some of my other series and stuff. You know, occasionally I might want to just jump up and do something quickly during a stream, right? And what better time to press play on a bit of promotional video talking about, I don't know, the Kerbal series or my Oxygen Not Included, or even going way back to Mark of the Ninja, or like some of the real early stuff that I know nobody's seen because it's just me clipping out my microphone a lot. Let's see what we got here. I kind of want it to be zoomed in. How's our orbit doing? We're just going to push it up and out. Just going to push it up and out. You know what? We might even mix the next... Oh, that was the wrong button. We overdid it. You know, whatever. Because we can take this orbit. Yeah, look at this. Okay, so we've kind of lost our precision a little bit here, but that's all right because we can do this. That's not helping at all because this is turned all the way down. Does that make it better or worse? Worse. Can we make this one any better? What do you reckon? Should we see if we can get it in one orbit? I would like to see if we can get it in one orbit. Oh, can you please stop taking my numbers away from me? No, those are bigger numbers. Yeah, alright, we can't do it in one go. That is big shames, actually. That is big shames. But look at this. We've got this crossover happening a bit quicker now. And then by moving the descending node much closer, we can then... Oh, not that way. This way. Oh, I'll take the 300. Almost certain we can do better than that. Alright, that's minimum movement, right? Okay, 300 is it. Oh, how close can we get? That's less than 100 kilometers. Oh my gosh, look at this. "36 kilometers. That is unbelievably good. I'll take it. I will take it. All right, cool. You're only 13 and like the fire. That's fine, buddy. As always, it's only people who can afford it that I would like to drain dry of their funds. I mean, man's got to eat, right? Man's got to eat. Unless you didn't want me to spend it on that. I don't know. I mean, honestly, what I would use my Patreon money for at the moment is upgrading my PC next time it needs to happen. That's coming at some point. I've been feeling the strain. You keep throwing too much money everywhere. I also feel that, buddy. I mean, especially as you're doing stuff now. Yeah, the people who can afford generally are. That's cool. That's cool. Right, I'm just going to point us at our mission marker here. We've got 186 days. I think it seems... Oh. A little bit scared. It just went. Okay, but I think we're good. That was a lot quicker than I was expecting. But that's fine. That's fine. Man, look how much extra height we need to get to going around. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Cubic, the main reason that I'm promoting this and Patreon is so I don't have to go get a job. Technically, this is a job. I do treat it very, very seriously and stuff, you know. Oh, look, more. Ooh, tinies. 55 seconds. Okay, are we going to be able to do this exactly to the numbers? Is that a thing? Exactly to the numbers. Oh, you know what we haven't done? Extended our solar panels. Kind of important. I unfortunately didn't set up an action group for that, but we can go around and do this. Awesome. Awesome to the max. 24, 23. Oh, let's go a little bit faster, shall we? This question, this number down here is the one I'm looking at. Okay, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. The way this little ring pumps up and down there, it's a bit scary. Okay, I've got a feeling that we are actually going to be coming into range before we run out of fuel here, and that is pretty immense. If I'm to be honest with you guys, that is pretty immense. Wait, what's this doing here? Stop. Okay, these are getting closer together. All right, I was super worried then for a moment. We're going to have to kind of watch these by eye. Stop. There's no way this is going to get as close as we actually set the maneuver node for, but... Oh, that's it. That's as close as we're going to get. Oh, we can totally do better than that. We just kind of play around with it and see what we get here, right? We'll figure out what we need to do. Do slightly larger jumps. Is it all just ascending and descending? It is literally all on that. Okay, well, it's not all, but it's mostly on the angle. So we're coming in at a really weird angle relative to it. About 2 degrees off. Okay, that's, sorry, 0.2 degrees off. Which is not the biggest number, but it's enough to send us literally tens of thousands of kilometers out. And that is a big number. Just want to get it as low as possible with the details that we've got. It turns out that pretty much is. Constantly surprised at how much the inclination changes it. 29 kilometers. I mean, I don't for a second think that we're going to be able to actually do that burn. But if I pull this in more, what are we losing here? A bit of precision. Like 2,000 kilometers worth. Okay. Wrong way. Gonna move it around a little bit. Just get as close as I can. You know what? We're definitely going to be trying to get closer as we fly. You know what we don't have here? Oh my gosh. We haven't put RCS on here at all. That is going to make the whole docking procedure very, very interesting. But I think we can live with it. I also didn't bring any test articles. So one of the things I was asking about is whether we can use our engineer to attach stuff to an asteroid. Now, I know I can just go look up the answer, all right? But that's not the fun way of doing it. Oh, just a little bit beyond. Let's get back. Get back. We've got a day to do it. We've got a day to face in the right direction, but... Okay, I think that's good enough. Spend a few hours drifting there. Got about a minute until we're at the exact right location. I'm even tempted to turn that off and just kind of... I didn't change the way I was looking at all. Why is this not as good as it was? All right, well, we're going to set a maneuver over here. We're going to make sure that this is much, much better. And I think with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys next time when we're going to capture this asteroid, even if it kills all Kerbals involved. We're going to carry on with the Space Casino, because I think it's a great idea. But we've also got some other things kicking off that I really need to remember are going down. We've got Jebediah around Juna with his weird people's fleet. And we need to make sure that is something that actually happens. And also, pretty much just going to be this from now on. So I'll see you then when we're going to do that. Bye. I've lost my off button.